Welcome to GPS Your Health, where we help you navigate our ever-changing healthcare system. I'm Robin Denton, your host. If you've ever felt lost in the medical system, overwhelmed by options, or unheard by the very people meant to help you, you are not alone. Here, we believe that God cares deeply about your health and your purpose. The enemy may be trying to keep you stuck in sickness, but there is hope. When you invite God into your healing journey, He will give you wisdom, direction, and He'll bring the right people that you need at just the right time because He is the great physician. As you listen, I ask that you keep an open mind. Healing doesn't always look the way we expect. It didn't for me. And many are finding true, lasting wellness through holistic approaches that care for the body, mind, and spirit. Remember, what the sun sets free is free indeed. Oh, and one more thing, be sure to grab your free copy of 7 Qualities to Look For in a Doctor to help you get started in the right direction. The link is below, and let's get started. Hi there, and welcome back. I'm glad that you're joining me today. So today we're going to be talking about why what you're doing now is not working or not working well enough so that you can get started on a path to true healing. Let me give you a quick statistic that might shock you. Over 2 million people each year go to the emergency room because of side effects from their medicines. And out of that number, over 124,000 do not survive. Sometimes we can be afraid to do things naturally, but we'll put our complete trust in doctors and medicine. And we can't do that. The only thing we can put our complete trust in is God. So I get asked all the time, what can I take for this? Or what can I take for that? We want a quick fix, like a medicine. But medicine is not the answer. Medications are sometimes good for temporary solutions to acute illnesses, but they're never a fix. Nutrition is the answer that you're looking for. It just isn't a quick fix. But there aren't any quick fixes, as you're probably starting to realize. It took time for you to get sick, and it will take some time for you to get well, but maybe not as much time as you think. Your body was created to heal itself, and it's remarkable at how well it does just that. Remember from the video yesterday, I was telling you when I was sick, after 2 years of being really, really sick, I came off 20 medications in just 3 months, and I felt amazing. I was completely well. So it was work, but it's work that pays off immensely. You will feel great, have tons of energy, and you'll have a renewed sense of passion for your life that you may have lost while you've been not feeling so well. Okay, so let's talk about why this medication is not working. First of all, in yesterday's video, we talked about how there are 8 causes of illness, 8 basic root causes that make us sick. And medication is only treating the symptom. It's not treating one of those root causes. In fact, when we go to the doctor, we don't even find out what those root causes are. We tell the doctor our symptoms, and then we get a medication based on that. And sometimes they run a medical test, but that is actually just telling us how our body is responding to this illness, not what is actually causing it. So first of all, our medication is not treating what is causing us to get sick. It's not getting rid of the disease. The second reason that our medication isn't working that well is because our body builds up an immunity to it. So, for example, You start taking, let's say that you start taking a medication for depression, and it's a medication that, artificially gives your body serotonin or a hormone that makes you feel good, dopamine or whatever. So let's say now your body is getting this hormone, this feel good hormone from this medication. So, guess what your body starts doing? Your body thinks, okay, well, I have enough of this hormone now. I don't need to make any more. So, your body, which was not making enough of that hormone to start with, actually quits making more of it because it's getting it from an artificial source. I hope that makes sense. It doesn't feel like it needs to keep producing that hormone because it has enough. So it causes your body to kind of, stop using that muscle to work to make that hormone. And we all know if you don't use it, you lose it, just like that old saying goes. Now, I have a kid analogy for this, and this is a great one, and it's so perfect. If you've got kids, I know you'll relate to this. So, when my daughter was younger, like middle school age, I encouraged her to do her laundry herself. And she did it first, but then the laundry started piling up. And I was like, well, school's in. She makes great grades. I made excuses for her. I thought, she plays soccer. She's working towards a scholarship. She works a lot on her schoolwork and her sports. I'll help her out and do her laundry. And so then I did the laundry, and the next week I did the laundry, and the next week I did the laundry. Well, guess what she started doing or quit doing, as the case may be? She quit doing the laundry. So then, after some time of me doing the laundry, there comes, an important day that she wants a certain thing to wear. And she says to me, Mom, why have you not done my laundry? I hadn't gotten to it yet. So that outfit or whatever she was needing wasn't ready. And I'm like, why why didn't I get your laundry done? Why aren't you doing your laundry? And she's like, why would I do my laundry? You do my laundry. Teenagers, if you've not reached that point, good luck. If you have reached it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But our body does the same way. Our body is like, oh, the medication's doing it, so I'm not going to. I don't need to. So, same kind of thing here. All right. Third reason that our medication's not doing what we want it to is we have to get treated for side effects. Medicines don't work naturally with our bodies. They do have some natural things in them, and then scientists add all these chemicals in there to cause them to bind to each other and all kinds of different things that are not really important for this video, but there's chemicals in our medicines. And these chemicals, remember, chemicals was one of the things that makes us sick. So these chemicals, although the medication might treat the one symptom we complained about, the chemicals in the medicine cause other things in our body to go wrong. So, and I know this has happened to you, it's happened to me, it's happened to everyone. So you get a medication for, I don't know, your cholesterol. Well, it ends up causing you to have heartburn or constipation. Then you get a medicine for that, and that causes a side effect, and it goes on and on. And you can just snowball downhill really fast. That's what happened to me. I started out with one symptom and I just kept going because my liver cannot process all the toxins from those chemicals that I was putting into it. So always the least amount of medicine you can take, the better. I'm not encouraging anybody to just stop their medicines. You need to work with your doctor to do that. But medicine has chemicals in it. Your liver has to process all those chemicals. It's probably already processing too many things and struggling, and that's why you're ill anyway. So side effects are a big issue. Next, last thing, if natural health works so well, why is there not research to support it? Like, there's all this research to support medicine, but no research to support natural health. And I want to address that for you. First of all, the research to support medications are very skewed, and you can look into that and research that yourself. But in natural health, the doctor or coach treats your whole body. You're working with your whole body holistically. And that doesn't happen with medicine. In medicine, you have to have, too many control groups. So you have to have a certain illness, a certain diagnosis with a group of people that take this medicine and do all the same things, and they see what effect that one medicine has on that symptom. And then there has to be a control group of people who don't get the medicine. Well, holistic healthcare will never work that way. They treat the whole body, and you're unique. Your illness is unique. The causes of your illness are unique. The way your body's responding to those causes is unique. The symptoms you're presenting are unique. So they just treat one person and the whole body. So there's not any control groups. What you need to be looking for in natural health is testimonies, not research. And you will find tons of testimonies where people have done things to naturally heal themselves, good nutrition. Well, we're going to talk all about that in the next video. But I want you to realize why there's research for your medications and there's not research for natural health alternatives. Okay, as you're learning this new information, or maybe you're hearing this for the third or fourth time, and that's okay, but it may start making you feel a little unnerved that you can't count on the medicine and the medical system that you've been putting your trust in. But I want you to consider that our nutrition supports the way God created our bodies to work. Before He even created man, He created a garden for our food and medicine. Nothing will be better than what He created for us. Nothing. Psalm 146 says, "Do not put your trust in princes, in mortal men who cannot save. Blessed is he whose help is in the God of Jacob, whose hope is in the Lord his God, the maker of heaven and earth and everything in it." It goes on to say, He sets prisoners free. That means you and me, if we put our trust in Him, not in man. So hopefully this video opened your eyes to some of the realities of modern medicine and its shortcomings. Like I said, it can be great for emergencies, but not for getting well and staying well. In the next video, we will be talking about what you can do to start to heal yourself. I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me today on GPS Your Health. If this episode encouraged you, brought you clarity, or helped you just feel a little less alone on your journey, I invite you to share it with someone who may need the same hope. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, and share it with others. It helps this message reach more people who are searching for answers. You can also connect with me beyond the podcast by visiting my website and joining me on Facebook and Instagram for more encouragement, resources, and guidance on your healing journey. Remember, you don't have to navigate your health alone. God sees you, He cares about every detail, and He is guiding you toward healing, one step at a time. If you are ready for support in finding the right doctor or exploring the next step in your healing journey, be sure to connect with me and check out the resources in the show notes. Until next time, stay the course.